I just had the most fascinating session with my client. The topic of conversation was how to become more of an inconvenience. Where did I dig up this very controversial slash very juicy topic? I'm glad you asked. Welcome to the next podcast. Why am I even going on about this? Because there is a very strong theme that I am recognizing that is not just folding through my life as I am shifting, adapting, adjusting in my identity, okay, which I have discussed in this, I don't even know how to describe it, in this experience of stepping into what real embodiment looks like for this version of me that can really hold and receive a lot. Not just like, oh, I can receive it, but as long as it doesn't inconvenience anybody. And, as long as in the background, I'm still running circles around everybody and making sure that everybody's okay. Why was I talking about this with my client? Because the irony is everything about her design is built to be in front of the camera, under the spotlight, having 23.5 trillion to one people run circles around her, making sure that they are doing her hair, her makeup, her everything. Everything about her gift mix is intended to be seen, heard, and actually have a squad of people running circles around her, being inconvenienced by her. And what we picked up in our session is that she has such a deep internal resistance to the idea of even being a little inconvenienced to someone, which doesn't look in its full texture like a signature, a frequency of lack. It doesn't look like a frequency of your body being entrained to anticipate loss. It doesn't look overtly to the naked eye like a signature that has believed that you just are built to struggle. Okay, it sounds like humility. No, 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 no worries, I've got it. No, 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 no worries. Oh, you can't do it. I'll take it back. I'll do it myself. This is something that came up for me this week. I had asked somebody to do something for me. They didn't. Normally, I would have been like, oh, fine, I'll do it myself. With a little spot of resentment inside and a little bit of like, if you want something done, do it yourself. And a little bit of like, yeah, well, I'm never going to ask that person for help again. But that is not going to serve the person that I am embodying. And so what I did, instead of this whole 3-ring circus situation, was I reached out to the person and I said, hey, I just called them higher and I said, hey, in the future, if you say you're going to help me with something, please help me, or communicate and say, I intended to, but now I can't. And I thought, this person's going to be annoyed. They're going to shut down. They're going to pull away. They're going to be like, oh, Patsky, so much. Do you know what happened? They rose to the occasion. And more and more and more of these experiences are coming into my field, into my life. And this is what I was, helping my client drop into, this idea, this principle that the terror around, I can let the sufferer, let the one who has to struggle all the time, let the one who, needs to hold all of those moving pieces by herself, let her just die. Just surrender that old identity. Effectively, it's actually okay if I do that and step into this idea, playing with the idea of maybe inconvenience is another word for allowing people to meet me and hold me in a way that I've never given myself permission to be held in before. Maybe inconvenience, maybe spoiled brat is actually just neutral. Maybe it wasn't so hard and it wasn't a struggle. Maybe that's a new frequency I'm being invited to hold. But guess what? I don't just roll out of bed knowing how to do that. I get to practice it in small ways. every day. Where are you feeling like an inconvenience? Where are you feeling like, if I say this, they're going to think I'm a spoiled brat. If I ask this, they're going to think, ooh, it's too much. If I actually just speak my mind, they're going to think I'm demanding. Maybe these are the places where where we are being invited into offloading this old identity and stepping into a new one.